All right, we are going. We are live. Beautiful people, get in here. We have got some stuff to talk about that I think you guys are really going to like. How would you like some AR bands and some mag bands to be in SCOTUS soon? Yeah, we got some stuff to talk about. As you guys filter in here, make sure you, of course, hit that like button. Of course, share the stream out. But let me know if the audio and the video is good. And once I see you guys over here, we will start to filter into this news. I got a few websites that I want to show you here. Lots of stuff going on, so as you filter in, make sure I see you right over there, and I hope you guys are having an amazing day. Excuse me. So as we come in, oh, well, there we go. Everyone's showing up. What's up, guys? All good. That is what I'm talking about. Nice, nice, nice. So beautiful people, we're doing a breaking live video. I was in the middle of editing another video, ran across this little nougat, came across my desk. How would you guys like for AR bands and mag bands and everything we've been driving for several years now to come to a culmination right now at SCOTUS? Because it might be about to happen. I'm going to walk you through the entire thing, but as you guys get in, make sure audio's good, video's good, everything's good, and we'll be ready to rock. Motolicious, well, this sucks. I don't know what sucks. I'm just saying, it sounds pretty not sucky. I don't know. Oh man, my beautiful people are coming in here. This is what I am talking about. Robert, thank you so much for the super chat, making sure it works. I appreciate you from the bottom of my aortic pump. Tornadoes do suck, that's true. All right, everyone getting in here. I love it. Good afternoon. Thank you guys so much for spending some time with us today. We have got some great stuff to talk about, and I have the air conditioner on right over there, so if it's too loud, let me know in the audio, but if I don't have it on, I might, die. So just let me know, and then we'll get into this because we have got some great stuff. Kentucky, California, Iowa, we've got everything. This is awesome. JB Pritzker's waistline. You guys are funny. All right, Illinois cases going to SCOTUS. Yes, they are part of this, but we don't know if they're going yet. So hold on, I'm going to walk you through the entire thing. All right, so let's get going. Uh-oh, reports of a active shooter in Wisconsin. We will touch all of that. All right, so we've got 482 people in here. That is enough for our criteria to start. Let's get into this because you guys came early, so you get this goodness. Let me switch myself around here because I've got some stuff to show you. Because this is how we do this right here. All right, I'll put myself down here, and we are going to walk through this. All right, just so I can confirm, you guys can see the video right there. You can see the website from SAF. Make sure you let me know right there, and then we will go into this, all right? Just watching these comments once it comes through. Make sure you guys see that. Audio's good, video's good. We are good. I'm Daniel. I've not said that they're doing it yet. Check it out. It's up for consideration. All right, so let's get this. So let me walk you through what's happening right now. And this is breaking as of a couple of hours ago. I think they announced this last night, but it's just now hitting the news circuit. They have accepted these cases for conference, okay? That does not mean that they're going to hear the cases in general. The cases I'm about to show you, they are going to discuss if they're going to grant cert, okay? So what this means is we are in the stage where they have accepted the idea that they are going to talk about it. It's kind of like they're having a meeting for the meeting, but plan for the meeting. Kind of like that. But they're doing this whole conversation of, shall we vote to take up this case or not? They've already taken up the ghost gun thing. They've taken up the bump stocks. They've taken up the Chevron deference. They've taken up the Rahimi case. Lots of activity coming around the gun side of things. But let me show you what's going on at SAF, because this is a big one, guys. This is coming out on May 16th, all right? SCOTUS distributes SAF gun ban challenges for May 16th conference. So they're going to have a conversation, okay? 2 Second Amendment Foundation cases challenging bans on so-called assault weapons and magazine capacities, one in Illinois and the other in Maryland, are among 5 cases distributed Tuesday by the Supreme Court for conference on May 16th. You've got the Harrell versus Raul and Bianchi versus Frosch. They were accompanied by cases known as Gun Owners of America versus Raul, Caleb Barnett versus Raul, and Javier Herrera versus Raul. This is the quote from SAF, okay? I'm just going to run through this really quickly. Today, the Supreme Court's docket reflected both of our cases challenging Illinois and Maryland's ban on so-called assault weapons. This is a really big deal right here. were distributed for conference, said SAF Executive Director Adam Kraut. We are hopeful that the court will discuss these cases during their next conference in mid-May and ultimately grant cert so that millions of Americans can enjoy the Second Amendment rights their counterparts do throughout the country. It is time for the Supreme Court to confirm that these modern firearms are in fact protected by the Second Amendment. And as I continue through this, I want to take a little stop. This is a big deal because if they take this case up, this is like the holy grail of gun controllers, right? Assault weapon bans are the thing we have to have everywhere. Assault weapons, weapons of war, epidemic of gun violence, scourge of gun violence. Insert talking point here. If they get kicked right in the teeth on assault weapon bans or semi-auto bans, you're talking about the reaction of a Bruin times like 8. Because then the gun controllers are limited to almost nowhere. I mean, understand, this is massive. Mag bans and AR bans, if these are taken up and if they are heard and if there's a favorable ruling on this, this can no longer be a conversation should it rule in our positive. Now, there's a full-on possibility that they don't take it up. They send it back to the lower courts. There's also a possibility that they go against us. I'm not saying the outcomes at all. What I'm focusing on right this second, and understand this is where it's at, they've accepted it to discuss it for conference and decide if they want to hear it. Now, will they? I don't know. It's up to them. But let's continue here, and then I'll jump in the comments in a second. We're encouraged that these 5 cases, all essentially dealing with the same issue in 2 different federal court circuits, were distributed for Supreme Court conference at the same time, SAF founder and Executive Vice President Alan Gottlieb acknowledged. This could be the signal for which we have been waiting, that the Supreme Court may be ready to consider cases challenging bans on the most popular firearm in America today and their magazines. These firearms are owned by millions of peaceable citizens, and because they are in common use, they certainly qualify for Second Amendment protection. That is a big one. Common use, we've been saying it together for 3 to 4 years. If common use comes back to kick them right in the balls with the AR bans and mag bans, I might do a little jig, and I'll do it on camera. But genuinely, guys, this is a really big step. We're not 100% there. We have not 100% won the victory. I'm not trying to say that we have. But the idea that it's even being considered is not small potatoes. Even the guys at SAF are saying that, okay? So I'm going to jump over to a different source here. Make sure it comes over. There we go. This is from a local source. So this is focused on the Illinois area for the assault weapons ban. U.S. Supreme Court moves gun ban challenges to conference. Same thing. Cases challenging gun and magazine bans, including several lawsuits from Illinois, have been distributed for an upcoming conference of the Supreme Court. So in Illinois specifically, after Illinois banned more than 170 semi-automatic firearms and magazines over certain capacities in the PICA, appeals of separate preliminary actions against the law were shot down at the appeals court. Today, the U.S. Supreme Court moved several Illinois cases and one challenging Maryland's ban to conference. Understand that you remember what we've been talking about. We've been saying that as it comes from this direction, and it comes from this direction, and it continues to get hit in the courts, and this battle continues, eventually it will culminate at the top of that pyramid. They just accepted it for conference, which is the culmination of that pyramid. Now again, I'm not here to tell you that it's 100% lock. What I am going to tell you is the idea that they're actually accepting all of these cases from different circuits in the one conference. That is a good thing. It's a baby step. But I like baby steps rather than no steps. Just saying. And that is what is from 2 sources. I got one more for you for a second. I just want to reach right here, make sure everyone is good with. All right, I don't see anything hugely crazy. The U.S. Constitution matters. Yeah, it definitely matters. That's one of those things that we like. Braden, we only need 4. Okay, Marlberg actually said something very interesting. We only need 4 votes to get this into the actual SCOTUS. Now, that's a very important piece as well. Nicely pointed out. You need 5 for the ruling after the case is heard to get a majority. You only need 4 to grant cert, which means to be heard in the Supreme Court. So if you get 4, okay, so let's just go off the top of my head. I bet you'll get Gorsuch. I really think you'll get Thomas. You'll probably get Alito. I think those 3 are pretty solid. You might get Kavanaugh. I'm pretty sure you get Kavanaugh, or you might get ACB. Genuinely, with the advantage of the Supreme Court being on the more conservative side, I think 4 for cert is a lot easier. I think 5, it's very, very simple to see where this would end up. I don't know the math, though. Now, the really big thing here, guys, is this is so breaking that we've never seen this, at least in AR bans, at this level. And that's what I want to focus on. This is a really big deal, guys. I got one more article, this one coming from Breitbart. Same thing. U.S. Supreme Court taking gun ban challenges to conference. Supreme Court is taking lawsuits against Illinois assault weapons ban and ban in Maryland into conference. Same kind of thing, and it's all scheduled for May 16th. Now, the really huge part about this is on May 16th, we're going to find out, or around that time, we're going to find out if they accept these cases. So it's completely possible that at some point in the near future, you could have assault weapons bans, mag bans, and ghost guns on pending court docket. I mean, like, wow. Now, I'm seeing over here, there's a few things that say how much faith do we have in the Supreme Court. I'm not going to say we do or we don't. I'm not saying how it's going to come out. All I'm telling you is everything that we've seen so far has been what has been impossible by people saying that we do not have the juice to do it. I'm not throwing shade at anybody, but the impossible is always started by the improbable, and the improbable is always started by the let's take the shot. If you don't take the shot, you can't get to the improbable. If you can't get the improbable, then you can't ever get to the impossible. You got to do this in increments. And the way we are doing it over time is incredible because now it's being heard at a SCOTUS level. Prior, it was just, nah, you guys deal with it. This is a very good positive step in a very good positive direction, and I hope you guys are enjoying this. Let me know what you think in the comments below. I will stay to this as much as I can, and oh my God, do I hope that we could have some freedom spread to all the states that have AR bans, and it will basically kick the gun controllers right in the teeth forever. Thank you guys for watching, and I will see you on the next one. I'm Braden. See you later.